Shaun the Sheep Movie, Farmageddon, focuses on an alien with amazing powers who crash lands near Mossy Bottom Farm. This causes Shaun the Sheep to go on a mission to shepherd the intergalactic visitor home before a sinister organization can capture her. Once again brought to us by Aardman Animations, the team behind Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, Arthur Christmas, and more, this is actually a first for the company as it's the first of their films to be released straight to Netflix, at least in the US, when it premiered in early 2020. It utilizes the same narrative style as the first film, presenting us a movie mostly told through visual storytelling. You'll hear grunts, moaning, the occasional no, but otherwise there's essentially no dialogue, and like the first movie, gives off a feel reminiscent of an old silent film. Something I appreciate about this, like the first film, is that it manages to do a lot, yet it still keeps things fairly simple. We once again only get two storylines. Shaun, along with the farmer and his dog Blitzer protecting the alien, as well as these Men in Black type characters known as the Ministry of Alien Detection, trying to hunt it down. And it's once again a nice mix of heart and humor. Just like the last film had our main characters trying to avoid being captured by an animal controls worker, we once again have them on the run from another group of characters, this time being the Ministry agents. But this time what it establishes early on is that there's also a personal connection involved, as one of them, known as Agent Red, has been obsessed with proving aliens' existence since seeing two of them as a child. And whenever they tap into that, with Agent Red repeatedly thinking back to her childhood, I thought that was a nice touch, and it played into the film's emotional core really well, which is something most of Aardman's films are great at doing. With the more sci-fi oriented plot, the film is definitely trying to be a little more ambitious than the first film, which is something that sequels should be doing, and for the most part, it succeeds at telling a compelling story. I would say though, while it's mostly great, it is a bit weaker than the first film. Now, I really like the dynamics between Shaun and this alien, known as Lula, who was a nice addition to the cast, as she had just as much of the charisma that all our returning characters have. In terms of the jokes though, I don't think they work as well. It definitely hits much more than it misses, but I do think the misses are a little more noticeable this time around. While the first film had a lot of physical gags, this definitely goes for even more of them, and they felt much more cartoonish than the first movie. Since a lot of this does focus on the animals trying to outwit the Ministry agents, there's a lot of emphasis on trickery and pranks. Like there's one sequence in particular where one of the main characters gets mistaken for the alien, and some of it just feels a little more over the top than what they were going for with the first film. Plus, at times, it felt like the emphasis was more on the gags than the story. Not for the entire movie, but it feels like this one was trying a bit more to appeal to kids than adults, whereas the first film balanced that appeal out nicely. While it would definitely get emotional, especially in the final act, at times it felt more like it was trying to be this really wacky cartoon, which is usually not the feel that Aardman's known for, and some of the jokes just fell flat for me. Still, it's a really wonderful time. Even though it's not on the exact same level as the first film, it can still be really funny. It takes full advantage of its visual storytelling approach, and while it's geared slightly more towards kids this time around, all audiences will certainly appreciate it. A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, gets an 8 out of 10. So, let me know, did you see Farmageddon, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like him more or less than the first movie? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you next time.